Today's horoscope, Pisces August 25th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You can feel particularly good about taking action on a problem today, rather than staying stuck doing guesswork. You're fully capable of taking charge and handling problem areas confidently as Mars and Chiron form a harmonious aspect. This is also a solid day for taking care of others and feeling valued and appreciated. You may be facing up to something that requires attention, perhaps a neglected area of your life, and it feels good to do so. This transit favors action or activity, especially with money and home matters. You are particularly confident about pursuing your needs and wants and may want to set the ball in motion. With the moon in your communications sector all day, you're also mentally curious, and later today, you might follow a special interest with delight. Of all the zodiac signs, you're one of the most romantic of all. You are always on the hunt for true love and a soul connection. With mighty Mars, the god of sex and passion, linking in a gorgeous dance with mental Mercury in the heavens, you're firing on all cylinders. If you are single, today is a perfect time to send some sexy words to a crush or hottie you'd like to seduce. Perhaps suggest a surprise hookup or meetup tonight or a rendezvous this weekend. If taken, lavish your lover with licks and praise. Create a schedule that you can follow. Work and home may have you scattered. There is so much to do, so you must be focused. Set the intention to create a semi-structured routine when Mars in Gemini sextiles Mercury retrograde in Leo and Chiron retrograde in Aries. You do not have to adhere to anything overly strict. However, you should hold yourself to a higher standard of organization. You can multitask so much, so use this strength to your advantage as you maneuver several priorities and responsibilities. The day's planetary energy can be of great benefit to you. The aspect at play asks you what you need to feel good and helps you by highlighting the areas in life that matter to your health. The planets do not lie. They may make you see the world through rose-colored glasses at times, but they can also give you the facts of the matter in easy-to-understand terms. For instance, diet and exercise? Water as an element of life? The day's vibrations will make you think about your social status. Are you really where you want to be, my friend? Do you feel exploited? Maybe it's time for the rebel to come out. Of course, you are more known for your ability to compromise, but there's nothing better than a good kick in the pant to get things in order. Be sure to take advantage of the surprise effect to get what you deserve. As the sun spends its first full day in your relationship sector, the moon returns for its monthly visit to your communications sector and immediately moves into a friendly aspect. This timing ensures that communication lines are open from the start, maximizing Uranus' final days of direct motion in your communication sector. While this causes the moon to leave your income sector, it leaves behind planets on both the income and job fronts that continue to work together after the sun exited your work sector 2 days ago. Just as Venus, the planet of love, is moving into her last weekend in your relationship sector, the sun is spending his first full day here after returning yesterday. This is the point in each year when the solar will always shift onto your relationships, but with the journey to get to this point giving you a sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you from the start. Daily Planetary Overview. Does it sting? With Mars in Gemini sextiling Mercury retrograde in Leo, while Chiron retrograde in Aries adds its influence, conversations today might feel a bit more tender than usual. Mercury retrograde is known for its classic communication mishaps, and you might find that either you or someone else speaks out of turn. Words that were meant to be harmless could land awkwardly, triggering sensitive emotions or even sparking misunderstandings. If you feel hurt by something someone says, or if you unintentionally hurt someone else, don't hesitate to address it. This is your chance to speak up with honesty and vulnerability, or to extend an apology with sincerity and grace. We've all been there, those moments when a conversation goes off course, and suddenly, we're left wondering, did I really just say that? Or maybe someone's comment hits a little too close to home, and you find yourself feeling unexpectedly stung. Today is one of those days where emotions might be running a little higher than usual, so it's important to react with calmness and patience, even in the face of any jibes or provocations from others. If you feel deceived or hurt, be mindful of who you confide in. It's easy to overthink every word, but remember, not every comment is meant to be taken so seriously. Seek out the people who understand your moods and know how to handle them with care. Sometimes, simply resting and taking a step back can make all the difference in how you feel. Despite the sensitive energy in the air, there's also a positive side to today's astrological influences. If you approach conversations with openness and honesty, your words are likely to be well received. This is a perfect time for a frank exchange of opinions, where both you and the other person feel safe enough to voice your concerns. Have you ever noticed how liberating it can feel to get everything out in the open? When you approach discussions with good intentions, people tend to take note of that sincerity and respond in kind. It's all about creating space for mutual understanding, both sides allowing for a little criticism, but with the goal of growth and resolution. Don't shy away from the feedback you receive today. Instead, deal with it honestly and with an open heart. You might be surprised by how much progress you can make in your relationships when you approach them with this kind of authenticity. Feeling inclined to take the lead in your relationships? This energy is also about stepping up and sharing your ideas with others. You might find yourself wanting to guide those around you, showing them the opportunities that can arise when they include your insights and perspectives. But remember, leadership is as much about listening as it is about speaking. Make sure you're tuning in to the wishes and ideas of others, too. After all that creative and collaborative energy, it's essential to take a moment for yourself. Find a quiet place to reflect on everything you've put into motion. Sometimes, it's in those quiet moments of reflection that the most clarity and inspiration come to light. On the financial front, things are looking good. You have a knack for knowing how to negotiate to your advantage today, even in tricky situations. If you're in the middle of a deal or a bargaining session, trust in your instincts. They're sharp right now. Plus, there are more options opening up for you, so don't hesitate to make new contacts or explore new opportunities. These connections might prove to be incredibly useful down the line, and your healthy instincts will guide you if things start to veer off course. Have you ever found yourself in the right place at the right time, making a connection that turned out to be exactly what you needed? Today could bring just that kind of serendipitous moment, so stay open to the possibilities. As you navigate the energies of today, remember that it's okay to feel sensitive. It's okay to take things a little more personally right now. But also remember that with sensitivity comes the opportunity for deeper connection and understanding, both with yourself and with others. So, how are you handling today's conversations? Have you found yourself navigating any tricky discussions with loved ones, or maybe even surprising yourself with how well you've managed to stay calm in the face of a challenge? Let's share our experiences, support one another, and keep moving forward with grace and positivity. After all, the most meaningful connections often come from moments of vulnerability and honesty.